Hello, my name is Wolves and welcome back to another video on my channel, and today we are here with me creating some Sims, and I am making Sally Face and his friends. I end up doing Larry first due to the guy just looked so much like Larry, and I'm just like, you know what? We're starting with Larry instead of Sally. So I would have done Sally first, but this guy looks so much like him, so I was like, you know what? Let's do Larry first, and then we'll do Sally after Larry. So I downloaded the height slider, so you see that I changed Larry's height and then put it back. So our boy is like super tall, so I did make him, I think, a bit taller. When I make Sally, I make him short because, you know, he's a short king. And then I also make Ashley and Todd. I thought about making Neil, but I decided not to. I thought about making Chug and Maple, but I decided not to do them either. If you haven't seen my playthrough of Sally Face, go and check it out. I enjoyed that game a lot. I am actually really sad that it's over with. I guess that's why I decided to make them in the Sims. And I also decided to do a house flipper video and try to do it like Sally Face. So what I mean by that is that I tried to recreate the house that Sal and Todd end up moving in together at the very end there. So yeah, that video will be coming later on, and I'll explain more when I make that video. But yeah, I'm super excited for you guys to see that. I'm just like super obsessed with Sally Face right now, and I'm sad that we won't get Sally Face 2 until like next year. So the creator of Sally Face made a book called Sally Face: Art, Lore, and More. So I bought that and I'm super excited. It's super big. I thought it was going to be like a small book. It's not small. It's pretty hefty. And I'm excited to go through it and see the art and the lore and the more. So in the book, it's going to show like what Larry and Sal, all the characters looked like before what they actually turned out to be in the game. So I'm super excited to see what were going to look like before they settled on what they look like in the game. Also, I did make Larry have like dark circles under his eyes because that's what he has. He has dark circles under his eyes. So the boy looks like he doesn't really sleep. I was going to do that with this sim, but then I'm like, I kind of don't like it. So I end up changing it so he has like eyeliner on. I think I like the eyeliner better than I did the dark circles under his eyes. Yeah, I made him a bro, and for some reason music lover didn't even pop into my head. Like, bro literally is a music lover. He loves music, so of course I should have made him a music lover, but I didn't make him a music lover. And then for some reason I made him a bro, but then I end up changing it from bro to music lover. So I'm just gonna read you guys a little thing about each character. Larry is strong-willed and laid back at times. He appears to get along with others easily, but isn't afraid to stand up for what he believes in. He also appears to care a lot for his friends, an example being him threatening to hurt others to protect Sal. Larry has long dark brown hair and has tan skin. He also has brown eyes, which always rested at a natural state. Unless experiencing strong emotion, he has a mole under his right eye and a gap in his teeth. I didn't know that he had a gap in his teeth. That's cute. He was typically seen with his light beige shirt that has the SF logo on it, which I did find a custom content that had that shirt and the logo, and I put it on him and they didn't even have it in the right color. They had it in white and that was it. And I was so furious. I decided to make his outfit completely different from what he wears in the game. Accompanied by blue jeans with a chain on the left side and dark brown shoes. I did download a chain to put on Larry because I saw it, and I totally forgot to put that on him, so he doesn't have the chain on his hip. I did give Larry piercings. No, he does not have piercings. I just feel like the creators should have gave him piercings because I just feel like it just fit him. In the Wretched, he wore a red hoodie when outside. As an adult, he had a more toned physique and a goatee He wore a baggy Sanity Spa shirt. That is all on Larry. I gave Sal his mask, and then I was trying to give Sal pigtails because you see Sal with pigtails like throughout the whole entire thing. You don't even get to see him with his hair down until like the very end. So I gave him like 2 outfits. One where he has pigtails and the other one where he has his hair down, but I could not find a good blue color for the pigtails that I actually wanted, which made me so mad. It was really frustrating to find the proper color for Sal because all of the hairs had the worst blues ever. Like either they were too dark or too light, and I'm just like, can we just have the right color? So Sal ends up with a hairstyle that I like, but he doesn't have the right hair color, sadly. His hair color is just hard to replicate in The Sims. Hopefully you guys don't mind his hair and that you guys like it. I like the pigtails, but I definitely like the hair that I picked for his down hairstyle. And I found out something about Sal that I did not know at the time, but Sal actually has a prosthetic eye as well. So he has a prosthetic face and a eye. If you didn't see the video where I said I need to know what happened, that is where we found out what happened to Sal. We found out that his mom caught up with him and a guy had pulled a shotgun out and pointed it at Sal. Sal's mom stepped in front of it, holding Sal close to her so he doesn't get hurt. But because the shotgun was so close range, when the guy shot her, it went through her and still hit Sal. So Sal still ended up getting shot and he lost an eye and his face. So that's why he wears a mask and he also has an eye that's fake. And I did not know that until I was making him and I was looking at his little description of him and I saw that he had one eye that was fake, and that is why he collects eyeballs. Because I saw it when playing the game, I'm like, why does he have eyeballs? And like, it didn't click in my head. I didn't put the pieces together. So I did not know that's the reason why he was collecting eyeballs, is because he has one eye that is not real. And so he can change out the color of his eye. So I decided, because he can do that, I gave Sal one red eye and one blue eye. Anyways, let me get into Sal's appearance. Sal's most feature is his prosthetic face mask, which is primarily white with a light pink patch over the right eye. The thing is, I realized that side of his face was kind of weird, but I didn't put it together. But I think that was supposed to represent that the fact that his eye was not the real one. I think that's why part of his face is like pink and the other one is, the rest of it is white. Yeah, I thought his mask was broken and that they just like, I don't know, glued it together or something like that so he doesn't have to get a new one. So another reason why it could also be pink is because his mother loves pink, and maybe that's another reason why it is the way that it is. So that's probably another reason why it's like got that corner piece pink and the rest is white, is because of his mom. But yeah, I don't know. He has blue eyes, the right one being an ocular prosthetic. From what has been seen of his face, he has a large scar that runs diagonally across the right side of his mouth, splitting his lips and exposing his teeth, a scar on his left cheek, well as several other smaller scars scattered across the rest of his face. I did download Sal's scars and I decided not to put them on him due to you won't see them because he has a mask on. We didn't get a close-up of Sal's face. We did kind of see Sal's face when they were putting him in the electric chair. They also didn't show it for a very long time, but he is in the electric chair. They do have a blindfold, I'm pretty sure, over his eyes. You can see like some of the scars, but you can't see all of the scars. So you don't really get to see a close up of Sal's face and his scars. It's interesting to learn about Sal's scars when we never got to actually see them. You kind of did when he was being killed. He didn't decide to take off his mask and just reveal it to the audience, A dent on the right side of his lower jaw and the cartilage of his nose is completely missing. Oof. Oh, that poor baby. No. He has shoulder-length bright blue hair, which he usually keeps tied up in pigtails and 2 piercings in each ear. He is noticeably short, being the second shortest among his friend group. Sal was an adventurous teenage boy. He seemed to be resourceful and had the ability to keep his cool during stressful situations. As seen through his interactions with ghosts, comes off as friendly and polite regardless of rude or frightened responses he may get from people who are reacting to his prosthetic, and was openly affectionate of his friends. Sal frequently offered a listening ear or a kind word to others, even to those who have been unfriendly to him, as evident in the Bologna incident when he confronts a crying Travis in the boys' bathroom. His compassion and willingness to help people regardless of their appearances or standoffish behavior was demonstrated time and again. Even though he was kind, Sal was capable of snapping back at those who tried to hurt him through the use of sarcasm. So I made Todd before Ashley, which I thought I did Ashley and then Todd, but I guess I decided to do all the boys and then do the girl very last. So Todd, he is above average height, wears glasses, and has curly orange hair. So Todd has curly hair. I did download a curly hair, but I did not like it on him. I tried to do all the curly hairs on him, and for some reason, none of the curly hairs looked good on him. So I ended up going with something completely different, and so Todd doesn't have curly hair. None of them looked good on him. Before being infected by red eyes, Todd was very pragmatic, intelligent, and calm, willing to lend a hand to Sal even after only just meeting. This carried on to his college days, welcoming Sal to move in with him and his boyfriend Neil. Actually, Neil didn't move in until much later on. So Sal and Todd moved in together, and then I think a little bit later on, Neil ended up moving in, and then a year later, Larry was supposed to move in and continue to investigate on the Devourers of God. After being infected by red eyes, Todd slowly began to lose his sanity and touch with reality like all of the demon's previous hosts, and that's all on Todd. On to our girl Ash. Ashley has brown hair and green eyes. As a teenager, her hair was exceedingly long, reaching past her waist. She wore a purple sweater dress, dark gray leggings or pants, a black choker, and light greenish gray shoes. I decided to give her long hair, but I didn't have hair that was long like her hair was in the game. I couldn't find a hair long enough, but I did like the hair that she ended up with. It looked very Ash-like, but it wasn't really long. It didn't go down to her waist, but it still, she still looked like Ash. And then I tried to give her purple dress that she had when she was a teenager, but I couldn't find any sweaters that looked like her sweater that she had when she was a teenager. So I ended up actually just creating an outfit for Ashley. Yeah, so she wears a dress, but she has a jacket on, and I gave her leggings that look like jeans. As an adult, her hair has been cut short to accommodate riding her motorcycle. She wears a leather jacket, a purple short sleeve shirt, and dark gray cut off jeans. She also wears gray fingerless gloves and black necklace with a silver pendant. After being powered with Sal's soul, her entire left arm now glows bright blue with otherworldly energy, and her left eye has become light blue. Ashley is shown to possess a very loyal and calm personality after helping Sal with his bleeding face when punched by Travis. It is clear that she is quite kind-hearted and accepting of Sal and helping with the Bologna mystery. It should be noted that she is the only one in the group that does not believe in ghosts. She loves art and is the best artist in the group. Ashley is revealed to have been an old friend of Larry's, and she is the one who taught him everything he knows about art. During Sal's college days, the two remain on good terms and even went on a date of sorts to Lake Wendigo. So there you go. That is about our girl Ash. But yeah, that is pretty much it. At the end of the video, there will be photos of each of the characters. If you want to check them out, you can. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Ring the bell if you want to see more videos from me. Subscribe if you want to, and I'll see all you beautiful night wolves in the next video. Goodbye.